score, how important he is for your team?
Probably, yeah. I mean, he's very important, especially with, Pete's graduation. I think he has really stepped up subsequent to that. Played really well. It was his first really, I thought, bad game. I've gone back through the summer, played great overseas, played well at all the exhibitions and all the other games, I thought, for the most part. I think he was trying to be aggressive. Couldn't get anything to go. But, at least have some other options. I could put Nicholas back there. I think Mason Daly's playing well. Brady's a little out of sorts there because, he's been thrust into the point guard position, doing a good job there for us. He needs to keep doing that. We need him to step up and start making some shots. And he's not getting the ball in the same locations. It's not his fault. So we've got some other options, but Isaiah's the guy. He's going to start. He's going to play. And we're going to set him up. We're going to get him shots. I want him to shoot the ball. I have a lot of confidence in him.
What do you think he learned individually from the way Virginia Tech played him?
Well, I don't know that. I mean, other teams played him the same way in the past. When you're a good player, they're going to crowd you. They're going to get up on you, stay a little closer to you. If you're a three-point shooter, that's going to happen pretty much to everybody. I don't really think there was anything, alarming in that sense. You better get used to it.
Stevens particular.
Well, I think when you look at that team, and you saw them last year, especially with Stevens, Carr, and Watkins in particular, those three freshmen doing as well as they did last year. I think Reeves is a guy that sort of nobody talks about, and I think he's a really good player. I mean, he plays both ends, plays with great energy, activity, good fit for those other three guys. And you had a veteran guy like Shep Garner. I think this is a team that they were looking at as a team that has a chance to contend. They got Bostic back. He didn't play last year, was hurt. He's a good player. So he gives them another guy, it's almost like a sixth starter. You got the transfer, Pierce. So they have I think a deep club of veteran guys now, even though some of those guys are freshmen or sophomores. They're veteran guys. With the opportunity that Tony Carr and Lamar Stevens had in particular last year to kind of come in and kind of take over.
How do you expect them to match up with you guys? To Carr or Reeves on Isaiah? How do you anticipate that?
I would expect it to be Reeves. Yeah, actually could be Garner. Doesn't think about that at all. What I try to do is deal with what's going on. Okay, so if we're playing well, great. Let's continue to play well, and let's figure out what we're not doing well. If we're not doing something well, we got to fix it. And you go day to day with that constantly, whether you're undefeated or not. And that's kind of how I look at it.
What was the biggest thing you took away when rewatching film of that Virginia Tech team?
We were inconsistent in a lot of areas. We were not. There was times when we did everything we wanted to do, and there was times when we didn't do anything we were supposed to do, and that's obviously concerning. You got to get that straightened out. You got to. You have a game plan for a reason, and you can make adjustments to the game plan. But whatever the game plan is, and whether we've made adjustments or not, we've got to consistently perform to that expectation. And there were possessions where we were really good, and there were possessions where we had breakdowns. And they're a team that I think really takes advantage well of the mistakes that you make with their running game and their speed. So if you take a bad shot, for example, that's a layup at the other end. Well, we addressed that before the game. Like if we're taking bad shots, it's the same as a turnover. And it's going to be a layup at the other end. And we go 2 for 15 at the start of the second half. And really didn't have great ball movement. You need good ball movement on the road against a team of that caliber. We didn't have it.
Very competitive team. They're a very physical team. Returning a lot of guys from last year, and that a program that's really continuing to build. So we know they're going to be tough and they're going to be physical when they come in, and that's something we welcome. That's something we need to improve on ourselves. So just been really impressed with how they've been able to move the ball and how successful they've been so far this season.
And speaking of film, what was the biggest takeaway when you guys sat down to analyze the Virginia Tech game?
Yeah, just some of the deficiencies on offense, some of the things that we hadn't been able to do, and how bad offense can lead to bad defense. So I think just having more sound motion offense is something that we're really going to hone in on.
Could you really put a finger on what it was in the second half that just led to what happened in the second half?
I think our first few possessions, obviously we got down 10 pretty quick, and unfortunately we weren't able to turn it around. So I think just being able to understand when we are down, fighting back and just chipping away at leads instead of just falling behind so quickly.
Does it feel early? Is it still early this season?
Yeah, I mean we're 7 games in, so that's still early. But at the same token, it's a fifth of our season, so we do have a lot of basketball left to play, but we got to start playing our best basketball.
Anything differently to you the other night that kind of threw you off, or did you just kind of get in a slide and couldn't get out of it?
Yeah, they're up into me more, into my space, but I know that's going to be how it's going to be the rest of the year from here on out. So, I'm going to adjust to that, be stronger with the ball, more aggressive.
What other adjustments can you make in terms of counteracting that?
Okay, yeah. I've been watching a lot of film too, so just coming off my screens harder, setting up my man, things like that.
Do you feel your importance or your value to this team? I think everybody has a value to this team, but with Pete gone, it's kind of your job now to be that guy. Do you feel that? And
yeah.
What's that responsibility like?
It's a big responsibility, so I got to come out and do what I got to do every night. But I know I got a lot of great guys around me, Jordan, Maish, Tyler, that can also help me. So it's not too much pressure, but I do got to do my part.
Do you feel like you guys are in any type of funk, or has this, got to you guys mentally at all? Sometimes losing can grind on you.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not fun losing at all, but I think we've been doing a great job sticking together, staying positive, watching film as a team, seeing what we did wrong coming in, and just giving all we got. So I have no doubt that we're going to be back doing good.
Talk about the matchup with Penn State a little bit. They're pretty solid in the backcourt.
Yeah, definitely. They got great guards. So we got to start with them. Tony Carr's a great player, so we got to start with him, slowing him down, not let him get what he wants to get.
Just me being the point guard position, me trying to bring everyone together on the team, and me being close with the fans that I kind of want to be is just try to calm down a little bit because it's obviously still early in the season. There's a lot that we can still accomplish. You look at us last year, we were in a major slump and we got back and we were right on the bubble and we were 1 game away from being an NCAA tournament bid team. So I think the main thing that all of us are taking away from this is we worked way too hard in our entire lives to get to this point, to have kind of us be defined by this couple games that we've had to start the season. Like I said, we worked countless hours to be here, and we can't let anything from the outside really get us down, or even within the team get us down. So we just got to keep working every day and try to make the most of it.
Are you finding things a lot different without Pete now? Our defenses, since they don't have to worry about him, they don't know as much about Isaiah.
Right.
Is that really impacting you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I've noticed it because they're guarding me 95 feet from the basket and they're face guarding me and doing whatever they can for me not even get the ball back. So that's something I talked with Isaiah a little bit because there's going to be a guy face guarding me. He's going to have an opportunity to go one-on-one, penetrate to the lane and stuff like that. And I need to start using that to my advantage as well, trying to get in the paint because I didn't do that against Virginia Tech, and that's something I definitely should have done.
So it's still
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that. I would say I was playing. It's kind of an obvious question, but
Even though you guys are still young, do you guys feel like you should be the learning curve?
Yeah, it started.
How do you feel about
Yeah, you can say that, but it's still early in the season, so we're not, hitting the panic button. We're, still early, like I said, we're figuring stuff out, getting our new guys incorporated and stuff, and just trying to figure out our new identity. It's always going to be tough when you lose a big team lead score, but other than that, defensively and stuff like that, we're just, ironing some stuff out.
Obviously, you don't listen to that outside noise, but for the fans that are a little concerned, what do you tell them?
Be patient. We're 7 games in now. We'll be all right. So I'm not worried about it at all.
took away Jordan and without Connor that definitely hurt every play. What do you guys see that you might have some adjustments you guys are going to have to make?
I think we just got to work harder to get each other open. You know, once they started, putting a lot of heat on Jordan, I think we need to do a better job of, trying to get him open on screen and stuff like that, running stuff for him, and then, coming to alleviate some of that pressure. So, take some of that responsibility. As somebody that can, kind of run off and score the ball when we need to. I got to do a better job of that and recognizing that earlier. But I think as a group, we just got to collectively do a better job to help each other out. When they start putting heat on certain guys.
Where can you guys be better defensively, Tyler?
Say it again?
Where can you guys be better defensively?
I think a lot of it starts on the ball. I think we got to keep our guys in front of us a lot better than what we're doing. And so I think once when we can do that better, I think it'll alleviate a lot of our problems.
How hard is it to be honest with yourselves when things aren't going well?
I don't think it's that hard. There's nobody else to blame but yourself, really. When stuff's going bad. So
As far as Penn State goes, what's the biggest thing?
I hope that answers your question. But I think that's the only other option.